Arthur Willis Jones III, born on June 3, 1986 and died on October 3, 2025, was not just a football player. He was a warrior on the field, a brother filled with pride, a husband wrapped in love, and father whose heart beat for his children. His story is one of resilience, determination, and unwavering devotion to family. Best known as a defensive end who played 8 powerful seasons in the National Football League, NFL, Jones carried both his talent and humility wherever he went. Though his life was cut tragically short at just 39 years old, the legacy he leaves behind is deeply inspiring. Net worth and success. By the time of his passing in 2025, Arthur Jones had built a life that reflected his years of perseverance, with a net worth estimated between $4 million and $8 million. Beyond the numbers, though, his true wealth was found in the love he shared with his wife, his children, and the pride he carried for his extraordinary family. Early roots, a fighter from the start. Born on June 3, 1986, in Rochester, New York, Arthur was welcomed into the world by his parents, Arthur and Camille Jones. When the family moved to Endicott, New York, Arthur's athletic journey began to bloom. At Union, Endicott High School, his strength and grit became undeniable. Football was his first battlefield, but it wasn't his only one. Wrestling also became a defining part of his youth. Twice, Arthur stood tall as the New York State champion in wrestling, proving his determination went far beyond the gridiron. On the football field, his senior year was nothing short of remarkable. With 64 tackles, 6 sacks, and a fumble recovery, he helped his team win a Section 4 championship, cementing himself as a local hero. Despite these achievements, Arthur wasn't ranked as a top prospect. Rivals.com gave him just 2 stars, a rating that underestimated the heart and drive that burned within him. But Arthur wasn't deterred. He chose Syracuse University, believing in his potential when others doubted him. That decision set the stage for his remarkable journey. College years at Syracuse. In 2005, Arthur began his career at Syracuse University, redshirting his freshman year. By the following season, his strength and determination started turning heads. In a game against Miami, Ohio, he delivered a sack that showed glimpses of the powerhouse he would become. Later that year, he recovered his first fumble and posted a career-high 5 tackles in a single game. By 2007, his performances began to shine even brighter. Against Illinois, his presence was so dominant that sports writers praised him as having the game of his life. His resilience, however, was tested after an ankle injury against South Florida sidelined him temporarily. Syracuse's coach knew how vital Arthur was, refusing to risk his long-term health. That season, he still managed to earn second-team All-Big East honors. Arthur's 2008 season was even more memorable. He played with relentless fire, tallying sacks, tackles for loss, and earning recognition as first-team All-Big East. His performance against Notre Dame, where he helped lead Syracuse to an upset win, earned him Big East Defensive Player of the Week and an ESPN helmet sticker, a badge of honor for his grit. Though injuries limited his time in 2009, his reputation as a dominant defensive presence continued. Twice named first-team All-Big East, Arthur left Syracuse with a powerful legacy, ranking among the school's best in tackles for loss. The NFL dream becomes reality. Baltimore Ravens. In 2010, Arthur's dream came true when the Baltimore Ravens selected him in the 5th round of the NFL draft. It wasn't an easy start. His rookie year saw little action, but Arthur was never one to quit. By 2011, he was taking on bigger responsibilities, showing flashes of the talent that had carried him so far. His true breakthrough came in 2012, a season Ravens fans will never forget. Arthur recorded 4.5 sacks in the regular season, but his crowning moment came under the brightest lights, Super Bowl XLVII. Against the San Francisco 49ers, Arthur delivered a key sack on Colin Kaepernick and recovered a fumble, helping the Ravens secure a dramatic 34-31 victory. That night, Arthur not only earned a Super Bowl ring, but also etched his name into the story of Baltimore's football legacy. In 2013, he continued to shine, playing in every game and contributing with consistent pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Indianapolis Colts. Arthur's next chapter began in 2014 when he signed a life-changing 5-year, $30 million contract with the Indianapolis Colts. It was a reflection of his hard work, dedication, and the respect he had earned in the league. But football, like life, can be unpredictable. Injuries plague his time with the Colts, cutting seasons short and testing his spirit. In 2015, an ankle injury forced him onto injured reserve. In 2016, after suspension and a groin injury, Arthur's time with the Colts ended when the team released him. Washington Redskins and retirement. In 2017, Arthur signed with the Washington Redskins, determined to keep fighting. But another injury, a dislocated shoulder, placed him on injured reserve once again. After the season, Arthur knew it was time to step away. He announced his retirement on Instagram, closing one chapter of his life while opening the door to more time with his beloved family. A family of champions. Arthur's football career may have defined much of his public life, but to him, family was always at the center. The Jones family is one of legends. His younger brother Jon Jones became a UFC heavyweight and light heavyweight champion, regarded as one of the greatest fighters in mixed martial arts history. His other brother, Chandler Jones, found NFL success of his own, winning a Super Bowl and becoming a dominant edge rusher. Arthur was the older brother who paved the way, the one who showed Jon and Chandler what it meant to fight with courage and heart. Their sibling bond was unbreakable, their shared victories deeply intertwined. At home, Arthur was a devoted husband to Sonny Zupanik. Together, they built a loving home filled with laughter and memories. Their two children, Arthur Jones IV and Skylar, were his pride and joy. He cheered for them the way others once cheered for him, pouring his energy and love into fatherhood. His final days and untimely death. On October 3, 2025, the world lost Arthur Jones far too soon. At his home in Pompey, New York, a medical emergency prompted a fire and ambulance response after his home defibrillator was activated. At just 39 years old, Arthur was gone, leaving behind a wave of grief among family, friends, teammates, and fans. Though his cause of death has yet to be revealed, the heartbreak of losing such a vibrant soul resonates deeply. His passing is a reminder of how fragile life can be, even for those who seem invincible. Legacy of strength and heart. Arthur Jones will always be remembered as more than just an athlete. He was a fighter who overcame being overlooked as a two-star recruit who battled through injuries and who still reached the mountaintop of professional football with a Super Bowl victory. He was a husband who cherished his wife, a father who adored his children, a brother who inspired two other champions, and a son who carried his parents' hopes with pride. His story is a testament to resilience, the kind that refuses to be defined by setbacks, the kind that keeps pushing forward when the odds say you can't. In every sense, Arthur's life was about more than the tackles, the sacks, or the Super Bowl ring. It was about the love he gave, the strength he shared, and the inspiration he leaves behind. His journey reminds us that greatness is not just measured in trophies, but in the lives touched along the way. Though gone too soon, Arthur Jones's spirit will forever echo in the stadiums where he fought, in the hearts of his family, and in the memories of fans who admired his grit. His life story is a song of perseverance, love, and legacy, a melody that will never fade. Rest in power, Arthur Jones.